Should you have a shredder? A lot of people simply throw their junk mail in the trash without a second thought. Either they haven't thought about it or they don't care. And honestly, most of the time, there is no problem with that. But it only takes one time for someone to grab your junk mail and use it to open credit cards and more. So should you have a shredder? Yes. The real question should be, what type of shredder should you have? And the answer to that question is one that produces confetti, not strips. And make sure it'll handle credit cards. While strips are better than nothing, to some people they scream, "There's important information here." And strips aren't that difficult to reassemble into the original documents. On the other hand, confetti presents a puzzle that almost no one is willing to tackle. The smaller the pieces, the better, but price increases as confetti size decreases. It's your money and peace of mind. As long as it's confetti, go with what makes you feel comfortable. What items should get shredded? Everything that has your name on it. Old statements, old tax returns, old credit cards, even junk mail. Besides, adding junk mail confetti to your real important documents confetti just makes the puzzle that much harder. When should it get shredded? Immediately after you're done with it. But that doesn't allow you to recover from a mistake. I've learned to have a box by my shredder. I throw everything in the box. When the box gets full, I shred the bottom half of the box. There have been times when I wanted something a few days after it went into the box. If I would have shredded it instead of putting it into the box, then it would be gone. By having the box and only shredding the bottom half, those recent items have a chance to be recovered, and everything still gets shredded before it goes in the trash. If you've kept stuff for 20 years and decided to throw out everything older than 10 years, then that's a lot of shredding. You've kept it for over 10 years. There's no need to shred it all in one day. Work on some every day, or every week, or over several months. There's no rush. You've already waited 10 years. When shredding, don't overwork your shredder. If your shredder stops due to overheat, then you're working too hard at shredding. Regardless of what the manufacturer says, only feed 1 or 2 pieces of paper at a time. I try to start another piece when the current piece is half done. That way, there's a maximum of 2 pieces at a time, and the shredder doesn't continually start and stop. Remember, the manufacturer makes money by selling shredders. If you feed it 10 pieces at a time, that makes it work very hard and will cause a failure sooner. Then the manufacturer gets to sell another shredder. Also, regardless of what the manufacturer says, remove all staples, and especially paper clips. Metal will damage the cutting wheels of the shredder, eventually making you buy another shredder. Shredding can be good mental therapy. You can mentally zone out and slowly feed paper into the shredder, listen to music, or shred during the commercials of your favorite TV shows. Try to remember that you're cleaning your home of unneeded trash. But don't make it a chore. Enjoy the process. Thanks for watching. Sharing. This lesson is about sharing some of your income with a charity. I'm not getting religious on you, but in religious circles it's called a tithe. I want you to remember that I think differently, so here it goes. God does not need your money. There, I said it. If you attend a church, that church may need your tithe, but God doesn't. That being said, you have an internal, innate need to give some part of your income to help others. Don't ask me to explain it, but somehow your brain has a mental need to give to a charity. A tithe is generally thought to be 10% of your income. If you're financially tight, then try to give 1% of your income. It really doesn't matter how much. Just give something to somewhere. It doesn't have to be 10%. It doesn't have to be to a church. But it does need to be a voluntary donation somewhere. Many places can set up an automatic monthly donation. I've done that in the past. While it's very convenient, I think it takes away an important part of the donation. I actually felt like I wasn't sharing. Instead, it felt like I was just paying another bill. If possible, I think you should manually make your donations. There's something in taking that physical action to make a donation. But automatic monthly is better than not at all. I also think that weekly is too soon. Weekly becomes a habit and an obligation, not so much a conscious, voluntary decision. Sharing makes you more conscious about your finances. It also makes you more aware of how much luxury you have in your life. If you don't already share, please take some kind of action this week to help less fortunate people somewhere. Thanks for watching.